What is up, folks? Welcome to the 24th episode of Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the Adjacent Hex podcast. I will be your host this evening. For those of you who don't know, we are smack dab in the middle of the 3rd anniversary of the release of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, and Handelabra is celebrating by running all kinds of sales and donating $1 from every sale of a season pass to Cystinosis research. We have already raised over $600 for our friend Charlotte. You can catch her in the video Setback produced for us, and other Cystinosis patients. And there's still a couple of days left. Feel free to donate on your own as well. Cystinosisresearch.org is the place to do that. Tales from the Archive is the show where we use the medium of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, to tell a story of some kind. Each story is totally made up some stories are totally made up, so others are tales from the actual Sentinel storylines. For consistency's sake, I do try to match each story up with an existing Sentinel Comics book title, as mentioned previously by either Christopher or Adam or both, but that does not make them by any means official canon or anything like that. You can almost think of this as the Earth 603 Sentinels of the Multiverse. There will often be times where I deliberately make a play that might not make a whole lot of sense strategically, but because it contributes to our narrative in some way, shape, or form. I will do my best to win games, but even heroes fall sometimes, and that just makes for great stories. As with all the shows on the Handelabra Games channel, we do believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, without any further ado, let's open ye olde book of the multiverse and get this party started. First of all, I did want to address yes, I did appear on Dolphin's Dive this past week. It was a lot of fun. Dolphin pitched this great sort of halfway in between strategic play and story-driven shenanigans, and I was like, do you want some help? And he and I had an absolute ball, so definitely check that out if you're a fan of this show. What you saw Seamus Butler at the second game on that show is actually more along the lines of how I normally play, especially when I'm playing in cardboard and ink form, because I can sort of talk things through with my allies and really think about how the best way to handle things are. When I'm doing Tales from the Archive, obviously I'm fast playing and I'm trying to just react as quickly as I possibly can, which is what the heroes would be doing in a real world situation. So yes, let's crack open the book here. Main broadcast. There we go. In the early part of the 1990s, comic books used to publish normally one-shot public service announcement comics about various things, mostly centered around the whole don't do drugs or don't steal because it's bad sort of messages. Sentinel Comics, however, took a slightly different tactic. They tried to center a whole crossover event around an idea that the writer of an ailing run of ailing miniseries of Run of Luck had thought of. The gaming table is actually something I built. I'll talk about that later. That writer had a couple of friends from high school with a very sick daughter, and because of the lack of success his book, coupled with his ever-increasing workload, he was never really able to contribute to his friends in a meaningful way. Our stream operatives dug through the archive and discovered that instead what he was able to do was convince the editors to run a massive crossover with some of the Freedom 5 books as well as the Southwest Sentinels book to raise awareness for the disease that his friends were dealing with. Unlike most of the PSA series run by the major competitors of Sentinel Comics, primarily Schmarvel and Shmi-C, which were generally met with eye rolls and ignorance, this one went over like gangbusters and actually revitalized the sales numbers on both Run of Luck and the Dark Watch. And donations to research for Cystinosis in this case went through the roof. Sentinel Comics was very proud of this series and was eager to provide current stream operatives with pristine copies of this series for our research. Let's dive in. Issue 1 opens up with Pete Risk walking quietly down the darkened streets of Brook City. He's talking on a cell phone with someone. A narration reads, "I never knew things could be this bad. I know that my luck isn't always the best, but it's okay when bad things happen to me. At least I can accept responsibility and move on. When something bad happens to someone else, Especially someone I haven't seen since high school, it can get pretty disheartening. Nobody deserves incurable disease, and there's nothing I can do. Sure, I'm doing this whole hero thing, but I'm not a doctor. I can't cure disease. I occasionally knock Plague Rat off a roof or accidentally smack Apostate in the face when I yawn. What good is all this strength if I can't help the people who need it the most? He glances up at the night sky. I understand, Doctor. Yes, thank you for your time. He hangs up the phone and the narration continues. There must be someone who can help do something. A miracle cure. He kicks a pebble toward a sewer drain, and it ricochets around the street and catches him square in the nose. His radio crackles to life. Setback, are you still trying to help that kid? It's one kid. Give it a rest. Seriously, you're starting to remind me of me. That's just the problem. I know we can beat this. I just can't figure out how. Well, why don't you give it a rest for a bit? Spite's back and causing all kinds of problems out at the vampire house. Setback looks up sharply. Spite! That's it! Maybe if we can steal some of those weird drugs he's on, one of them can help us cure that little girl. Wishful thinking, dude. Those meds are Pike Industries level bad news and you know it. Setback turns sharply down an alley to change into his costume. He emerges a panel later with his shirt on backwards and his mask in his eyes. It's the only chance I've got right now. Let's do this! So, of course, the first game tonight is going to be Setback, Expatriette, Wraith, and the Naturalist hanging out at the Court of Blood fighting against Spite. Let's see how this one plays out. We see. That's actually pretty good, Seamus. Well played, sir. Hello, friends. Come, let us get to know each other better. All right, team, we can do this. Wait, where are my socks? Why? I can't see. Mask in eyes. Expatriette sighs and shoves Setback into the fray. Setback is starting out tonight with, well, Karmic Retribution, Plucky Break, and a brace of Whoops Sorry. Expatriette is starting out with Incendiary rounds, Liquid Nitrogen rounds, Quick Draw, and Shock rounds. Wraith is starting out with Razor Ordnance, Smoke Bombs, Throwing Knives, and Utility Belt. And the Naturalist is starting out with Bestial Shift, Crafty Assault, Feral Fury, and Shifter Strength. Interestingly enough, the Cult of Gloom has identified that they are not rooting for Spite this game. Now, we haven't played Spite in a while. I'm going to bring his card up. He is, of course, a transhuman serial killer. He is Wraith's nemesis, so that's going to make for some interesting stuff. At the start of the game, he enters play transhuman serial killer side up. The safe house card is put into play. The villain deck is shuffled. When Spite deals damage, he regains that much HP. Gross. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. Then, Spite deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 5 drugs in play, he flips and becomes even more heinous. He becomes a drug-racked monstrosity, and then starts dealing a bunch of, anyway, stuff. All right, here we go. There's the safe house. Potential sidekick. Oh, it's the Legacy Kid. I'm always looking for... Now I remember... Okay, anyway. And everybody draws a card. Is that what happens? Alright. At the end of each hero per turn, they may discard 2 cards if they do. I feel like I need to slow this down. Even the chat has standards. At the end of each hero turn, that player may discard 2 cards. If they do, put this under the safe house. When this card is destroyed, Spite regains 4 hit points. I should probably read what the safe house does. That would probably be a good idea. When this card enters play, reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until a victim is revealed. Put it into play, shuffle the rest into the villain deck. When Spite flips to the drug monstrosity, he deals himself a bunch of damage. Interesting. So putting victims in the safe house is probably not the worst idea here. Okay, cool. Destroy... Oh, man. Alright, well. He's already at full health, so that's fine. Alright, Good Samaritan shows up. I love the music in this level. So, Seamus, to address your earlier comment about my table, this is indeed a modular gaming table. It does have the removable leaves that come out, and cool stuff happens on the recessed surface. It still needs to be polyurethaned, and I need to finish surfacing the inside. But I'm really excited to do that. And the first game, we have decided that the first game that we are playing on it will be Arkham Horror. So that'll be fun. Setback, always interested in the greater good. We'll discard some cards. Hey, that kid reminds me of the girl we're working to save. 1, 2, 3. Get him in there, and then looking up seems good. Go ahead and use looking up and start aggroing down Spite. Yep. Although I've come to the conclusion that Massachusetts people from Massachusetts don't always know how to drive. All right, we're gonna Expatriette reaches into her arsenal, pulling out one of her favorite guns. Taking aim at Spite, she pulls the trigger with the utmost of precision. That's not a bad play, actually. But I feel like Razor Ordnance. We'll weather one turn or a couple turns and try and just get him dead here. Wraith strikes from the shadows. One second, sorry, I need to deal with something. Okay. So I was, for those of you who are watching, the reason that I'm doing this this particular story tonight is actually for my friends Megan and Michael and their daughter Charlotte, who I mentioned at the top of the stream. Charlotte has cystinosis, and she is sort of the motivating factor behind my working to convince Handelabra to raise money for cystinosis research. We are already up to $600, over $600 at the time of this recording, raised through the donation of $1 from every sale of a season pass. So if you haven't got the season passes, now is the time to do that because it goes to an awesome cause. Megan and Michael were supposed to be joining me on stream tonight. Unfortunately, as anybody who has kids knows, that's not always, plans often go awry, and that's perfectly fine. So to those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Anyway. So, okay, where was I? Yes, Naturalist. Wraith has struck from the corners, and now Naturalist will be doing some cool stuff. Cult of Gloom, we are directing people to cystinosisresearch.org. I'll put a link in the chat for that. Give me one moment. Make sure I got it right. Go through my history. There we go. Unfortunately, it doesn't directly go, it doesn't say Handelabra or anything like that, but you can direct a donation in Charlotte's name, which does work and is very cool. Anyway, okay, back to the game. What we need is... There we go. The Naturalist, adopting the form of a crocodile, lashes out at Spite with feral fury. I guess it's only fitting that we go get the crocodile, right? Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll do it. Okay, there's no environment cards to be played. Okay, there's a drug. Gross. Not fun. A vampire descends the stairs. Oh gosh, here come drugs. Drugs are bad, kids. Don't be spite. Okay. I can't do it this time. Somebody else handle that. Oh, we're not in Karmic Retribution range yet. That's not useful. If I do that, that puts me into Karmic Retribution range for next turn, but it also makes me take damage off looking up. That's 10 exactly, and he's taking 3 damage. Ouch. Alright, well, let's do it. Fumbling Fool. We'll add tokens. Yes, Spite punches random people. He loves to punch random people. Gross. The Cult of Gloom has spoken. Expatriette rolls her eyes at Setback and immediately starts throwing ammo down the drain. No, that's... No. She loads incendiary rounds into Pride and takes another shot at Spite. Yep. Wraith grumbles to herself that she's had enough of this and jabs Spite in the throat. And then targets him with razor shurikens. Alright, here we go. Sorry, I'm just quickly looking at my hand. The Naturalist's feral fury continues, and he chomps down again on Spite. Hard. His bite only gets worse. That's right, you can't deal damage. Okay. Taking a bite out of crime. Ugh. Well, that's annoying. The vampires picking at the safe house accidentally spring the door open and all the victims fall out. Spite laughs and says, "You can't keep them under there forever." Alright, well, unfortunately he's getting killed. Sure. Oh, cool. Thank you, Cult of Gloom. We very much appreciate that. Cult of Gloom is the best. The Cult of Gloom has suddenly become a good guy. We love it. We really, really love it. Yeah, Unhallowed Halls is really good in this fight. So just pulling up Unhallowed Halls for a moment. Targets cannot deal radiant damage. Non-vampire targets cannot regain hit points. Targets cannot deal radiant damage. Increase all infernal damage by 1. So there's a thing. That's interesting. There's an age limit for these things. Is quick draw what I need to play here? Yes. Alright. I should probably look and see where the gun is. It is in the deck, I think. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and get that. There she is. Expatriette pulls out her other custom handgun and takes aim at Spite once again, popping off 2 rounds. She manages to wheedle him down further. Alright, so now he can deal damage. This could be interesting. The art is wrong. Wait, the words are wrong. Which is more important? All of them. Alright, so the ability to recur that throat jab would be real nice here. But yeah, we'll discard some cards. That might be an option. Stun Bolt is definitely a thing. We're going to do this. This. Unfortunately, it's a good card, but... And that. Utility Belt is a thing. He's going to strike back here. But we are going to swing away. Oh, no. Ah, that's what makes it good. Okay. Wow, I can read things. Yeah, it really does make that kind of nutter butters. He's still swinging in for a lot, potentially, but I feel like, you know, without... Hi, Cytosine. Let's see. I think it's going to be this. Yeah. The Naturalist rears up for a primal charge and smashes Spite with his tail. He reaches around in front and bites him in the jugular. You know, for flavor. Ooh. I think I just broke my chair. Sure did. Fixed. Anywho, where were we? Alright, vampire turn. This is interesting. Here we go. The end of the environment turn. Play the top card of the deck. Okay, well, that's not necessarily ideal, but not the worst. Oh my gosh, Unhallowed Halls again? Holy moly. There's no victims. Another drug. Oh gosh. Alright, here we go. More damage. Ow. 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 Okay. Whatever. Okay. Yep, I can totally do that. Setback reaches down and says, "Hey, what's this little thing that bounced off of Spite?" He picks up a vial of something nasty. Oh, is that gonna crush us? Yeah, it is. That's annoying. That's okay. because most of these heroes can deal second instances of damage, second damages, second breakfasts. Expatriette loads shock rounds into Prejudice. Well, if I can't hit him with Pride, I can certainly hit him with Prejudice. She fires with Pride at Spite. He ducks out of the way and straight into the path of the bullet from Prejudice. Alright. Gotta get him a little further down here. Alright. Stunbolt is a thing. Yep. That seems very good. We'll go ahead and Stunbolt him. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta rewind. Wraith latches a Stunbolt onto the Razor Ordnance. The Ordnance crashes off of Spite. And then the Stunbolt sticks into his skin. Alright, here we go. Yes, he dives out of the... Wow. Predator's Eye. Alright, well, we're ailing a little bit, but if we can get out the other two... Oh, we're going to Predator's Eye. Wraith in a bit of a bad situation. Yeah, a little bit. Nope. All right. All right, yep, that happens. We're hurting, but we're not dead yet. Okay. So much damage. Flying all over the place here. This is not looking good. Oh, blood count is Bathory. Of course there is. Well, she can hit him for 6. That's pretty good. We'll take that. But unfortunately, that's going to 86 Wraith. Come on, somebody stay alive here. Ooh! Such a bad spot. Okay, alright. Oh god. How do you hit me? Come on, turn the page. Yep, destroy all environment cards. That's annoying. Oh no. Yep, we're dead here. That stinks. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, there it is. Dead here. Yep, and that is why Spite is a jerk. We thought we had that. Man. A scarlet blur slams into the panel as Spite looms over the fallen heroes. His body smashes into the wall of the Court of Blood, and a stream of sunlight pours in from a broken window, sending vampires scattering in all directions. Strange liquids pour from Spite's body, and he collapses into a panting heap. Tachyon slows to a stop, and Wraith sits up. About time, Meredith. Setback looks up to see the Wraith sitting up near a blood fountain. Tachyon? I didn't think she had medical experience. Isn't she a physicist? His comment is punctuated by Tachyon knocking him off his feet and skidding... Tachyon jetting around the room, knocking him off his feet and skidding to a stop just shy of Spite's unconscious form. I'm surprised you didn't call me sooner, Wraith. If I can just plug the chemical outlay of the input parameters to the spectral analyzer, I might be able to put this to good use somewhere. Setback sits up, and Wraith rolls her eyes. Nice to see you, too. Tachyon pauses for a moment and looks around. Oh, hello, sorry about that. What are you three doing here? Setback opens his mouth to say something, but Tachyon has already removed the vials of glowing liquid from Spite's shoulder strap and is halfway out the door. Are you coming or what? The first issue ends here with a note that says, continued in Freedom 5 number 273. This issue opens with Meredith Stinson working furiously in front of several computers and bits of scientific equipment. A baffled Setback is shown scratching his head in a corner. I'm glad we got these samples when we did. If we're going to be successful to synthesizing... Wow. If we're going to successfully synthesize... I can't talk like Tachyon. If we're going to successfully synthesize a cure for that little girl you mentioned, Pete, we're going to have to bring him into the... Don't touch that. Virtual resecutator environment and apply a phase clamp with the dimensional forceps. She pauses for a moment and looks at Setback, whose mouth is hanging open. Wanna run that by me again? Tachyon ushers Setback and Expatriette into a strange platform with a glowing dome suspended over it. Wow. And joins them on it. It's all very simple. Unity is going to make a digital copy of us, and the computer environment is going to simulate what would happen if we tried to get this cure out. If we try out this cure that we've gathered. Legacy joins them on the pad. I'm coming too, Meredith. Remember what happened last time you tried to run a life simulation without backup? Tachyon rolls her eyes and steps aside. I'm quite sure that's not necessary. I don't intend to get stuck in the realm of Discord again. Now, Devra! The pod begins to glow and energy flickers across the pod. Setback turns a sickly shade of green and shuts his eyes. When he opens them again, strange projections flicker in and out around them, and the walls look strangely robotic. Legacy floats nearby. All right, heroes. While Tachyon runs her tests, keep those projections from gaining any ground. Go! Game 2 tonight features projections, which you all know what that means. We're trying against the Dreamer again. And the team now is Legacy, super scientific Tachyon, because she is doing research, as well as Expatriette and Setback, who have been dragged into this somewhat against their will. The environment, well, it's a digital environment, which means Omnitron. Cult of Gloom, in Sentinel Comics, the RPG the other day, we we had an interesting argument between Bunker and Tachyon over whether or not science was magic. There was also an episode of Tales from the Archive a few weeks ago where Tachyon tried to prove that what you guys in the Cult of Gloom were up to was indeed science. She was actually quite successful at that, which was interesting. Yeah, this is going to be painful. But remember, this is all a computer simulation, so no matter what happens, everybody is fine. Legacy, starting out with Danger Sense, Inspiring Presence, the Legacy Ring, and Thok. Tachyon, Super Scientific Tachyon, starting out with Pushing the Limits, Quick Insight, Sonic Vortex, and Sucker Punch. Expatriette, Arsenal Access, Hair Trigger Reflexes, RPG Launcher, and Speed Loading. And Setback, Friendly Fire, High Risk Behavior, Whoops, Sorry, and Wrong Time and Place. That is a good question. Can one of my chat regulars figure out which episode that was that we tackled the Cult of Gloom? So, Dreamer starts out with an Illusory Demon, Grotesque Arachnoid, Illusory Demon number 2, and the Toy Master. Once again, we have to, I believe, destroy a certain number of these projections, or maybe let them come out. I can't remember. Let me just figure that out. Figure out what we need to do. If the Dreamer... Okay. If there are no projections in play, 4 are destroyed and then she flips. So kill the projections. Got it. Highest HP, that would be Legacy. Alright. He's going to inspire, get everybody healed back up a little bit. Heroes, this is noble work we're doing. Buy it Meredith as much time as she needs. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Just going to be honest there. There's no bursts in the bin right now. Push the limits. And then quick insight. Alright, discard some bursts, I guess. And then she will experiment on herself. This is a little risky, but we'll do it. We're going to discard... Oh, man, that stinks. Discard the Haymaker. Alright, what do we got? Hair Trigger Reflexes is a consideration here. Because, actually, yeah, that's probably really good here. She will never hit the Dreamer with that, so that's just good. Playing a card, let me see, what do we get? Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Arsenal Access as well. And we'll put, well, okay, sure. We're going to put it in the hand because it doesn't have any use in play. Exactly. Wait, throw out the research grants for Dreamer to eat when she flips. Oh, yes, that's true. Yes, indeed. Yes, okay, good. Thank you, Seamus Butler. That is absolutely something we can do. Nothing good there. Nothing good there. The first time a hero target would be dealt damage, redirect, setback, or remove. Oh. Not the worst. Increased damage dealt 2 and by setback and villain target. 2 villain targets. Buy 1 for every 3 in your pool. These are not great starting cards. I'm going to go ahead and double draw. Get some more cards. Okay, turn of events, brace of. Seems fine. Yep. Always going to shoot things, shooting all the things. Oh, good gosh. Yup. And the Treacherous Ape. Yup. How about we just kill that as it comes into play? Get that thing out of here. Yeah, Hair Trigger's buffed. It can be nuts here. I'm hoping. There we go. Alright, Takedown seems very good. Thok also very good. Thok can take out one of the Onis. That's not the worst. Danger Sense. Also a consideration. I'm going to Thok here. Yeah, we're going to Thok. Just get rid of one of these things. Oh, right. Oni reduces it by 1. So it doesn't actually get rid of it. But drawing a card is also very, very good. So that's also a good consideration. I'm going to just start aggroing down the big guy. There we go. And of course we'll Galvanize. Yeah, I was thinking... I forgot the Galvanize wears off at the top of the turn. Miscalculation. No big deal. I'm actually going to pop this because HUD Goggles is available. There are 3 bursts, so that's 3 sonic damage to 3 different targets. That seems quite good. So we got Toymaster. We've got Granitoni for Xaxes. And we've got Arachnoid. Yep, that is absolutely correct. If there are no projections in play. Okay, so that's the goal here. We'll continue to experiment on Tachyon, and she will whiff again. Good gosh. My experiments are going poorly today. I need more time. Hey, there we go. Hold on. Does SMG hit everything? Yeah, it does. Okay, I don't want to do that. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. Yes, he can get galvanized with the Legacy Ring, but it doesn't. It wouldn't impact his one-shots, though. I like Team Leader Tachyon also, but in terms of flavor, Jimmy the Cannon, which is what we're after here, she is doing science right now, so I felt that Super Scientific Tachyon made a little bit more sense. That said, I haven't done a stream with Team Leader Tachyon yet, and I really want to. So if you have a story suggestion, hit me up. Start of your turn, play an ammo card. Yeah, that's not helpful. Unfortunately, I think she's just going to double draw, which stinks. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, what do we got for turn of events? Remove 4... Well, he doesn't have 4 tokens. That's not helpful either. I mean, that is a thing. We could do alternate universe Freedom 6 timeline. Although you can't have 6 players, so that doesn't really work. I can mix and match. I'll think. It's just not what we need here. I guess this is an ongoing that just is helpful. And we'll just play the top card of the deck and see what... Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's 4. Alright, well, sure. Better than nothing. And unfortunately, he's going to take 4, too. Which is a bummer. Okay, alright, alright. Actually, someone... I think it was Neprocross calculated that her success ratio is actually much... Like, it's much more successful with her. Man, okay, fine. High risk behavior. See ya. Alright. Whippicorn. Yeah. Of course. It's here. Alright, but the Illusory Demon is still striking at things that are not heroes, which is quite nice. Backfist Strike? An option? If I had another... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and Backfist Strike. Oh, right, Whippicorn. Okay, no, we're not. I didn't even see him hit. I must have... Alright, so, Takedown, it is. And then he will Galvanize. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Supersonic Response. Well, let's get that Whippicorn gone if we can. Yeah, we can. Sure can. Bye-bye, Whippicorn. You're not around to hurt anybody anymore. Continue to experiment on herself, because that's what she's doing. Of course she whiffs again. This experiment is going very, very badly. Alright, now we're talking. The HUD goggles were binned by Illusory Demon? Yep. When it's destroyed. Nail and ongoing. I'm going to assume it's... Yeah, it is. It's got to be deck. There it is. And we will go ahead and shooty. Pew pew. At the demon. Okay, assault rifle. That's nice. I thought it... I mean... Maybe it was something else. I don't know. Oh, it might have been the Mechani accumulator, because that was in play at the end. I'll go ahead and Reckless Rush again. May not be the best move, but... Getting these things out of here seems strong. We'll go ahead and take a risk. Looking up. Nice. Good play. Good play. Hey, things are looking up. I feel like Tachyon's making some progress. I am. Shut up. You're distracting me. Okay. All right. It's just one, right? Okay. Well, that stinks. Okay, alright. She's gonna flip over. Yup. Yeah. Each player may discard any number of cards if 6 are destroyed. Yes, we will do that. 1. Get that bug out of the system! On it! Heroes, take care of it! 3. Well, it's not helping us now. 4. 5. 6. Oh, well, okay. Yes. Okay. She should flip over here. Unfortunately, that bins, like, literally everything, which is really frustrating. Okay, so she's flipped over. Everybody's still at reasonable hit points. Okay, there's the Whippicorn back. Unfortunately, Hair Trigger's gone too, which is stinky. Ooh, another Whippicorn. Oof. That is ugly sauce. Okay, so... That's not good. Yeah, we need to kill 8 projections. This is going to be interesting with less than 10 health apiece. Well, let's start them out. Back fist strikes. 1. Either one of these is great. That doesn't... Well, it gets rid of the defense grid. And it's a burst card. Yep, might as well do that. Try and hit. Come on. One time. Yes. Oh. That's not helpful at all. Alright. Discard 2 cards. Oh, man. 1, 2... Bad sauce. Alright, there we go. Well, here's 3 to each Whippicorn. Oh. Oh, one of them hit her. Okay, whoops. Okay. In that case, good gosh. I guess we'll play out high-risk behavior and play off the top. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. I just need 2. 1 here. And one here. Okay, can we survive another turn? Yep, sure did. That is an thing that did happen. Okay, there's one. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, another illusory. Alright, this is just happening to everybody. We're just going to take it. It's unpleasant, but there you are. Oh my gosh. The nightmares continue. This place is getting overrun. Hurry up, Meredith. We can't take much more of this. Oh, fudge. I really need to start paying attention to where those whippicorns are sending damage. Superhuman durability it is. We'll galvanize. Yeah, Dark Hero's not a good draw here. That said, everything one... Nope, I don't want to do that. That said, it's 3 damage. It puts her to half. It's really bad, but I feel like it's almost a risk that needs to be taken. Oh, good gosh. All right, we're doing it. Yep. All right, here we go. Come on, hit for damage. Oh, for goodness sakes. All right. We're going to start gunning. Oh, that's right. Dark Hero needs to go before anything else. Okay, all right. There we go. Quick draw. You will note, Jay-Z, that I have not thus far done the Dark Watch Setback costume yet. However, this relevant to Cult of Gloom's interest, Setback may be joining your ranks in at Gen Con in 2018. We will add, just because he needs things and stuff. He can't do that, so... And he's still paralyzed, so not helpful. Alright. Okay. That's rude. It's highly rude. Excellent! So, the last 2 years... Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh, you have to be right kidding me. Yes, that's exactly correct. Also, he's been playing a lot of Fate of the Elder Gods lately, and he decided it was appropriate. Cult of Gloom, I really, really want there to be a Gloomweaver Fate of the Elder Gods promo. I really want that to happen. I also want a Laser Shark promo for Fate of the Elder Gods, but there you are. Bursts. Alright. Oh, I suppose. And Tachyon is down. Setback is down. Legacy still stands. Although, this, I don't know that he can... well, there's no Whippicorn in play, so... I assume he can do damage? Hit that for Xaxes. Power up. Yep, the experiments are no longer... Oh, really? feel like that's one turn too late. Alright, he sure did kill his Dark Mirror. Alright, I have an idea. May not be the best idea, but it's an idea. I gotta figure out where her, where the appropriate gun is, so it's in the trash. We'll get one. I don't know how good this is gonna do. Alright. Here we go. Now, unfortunately... Wait a minute. Get that one gone. Okay. Shotgun, big damage. Maybe. I mean... I don't think it's going to be enough, no matter how we play this out, but... They're just hurting too bad. Yeah, the tack shoddy is nice. But, unfortunately... I think it's just too little too late. The Dark Hero is really, really what got us here. I mean, she's gonna die anyway, right? There we go. Yep, there she is. All right. Tachyon moves around the giant supercomputer like a lightning bolt. If I just connect the intravenous hydrosupporter and supplement it with the bacterial sanitizers and mainline the backup to the Decreo clamp and remove the excess cellular decay, no, it's all wrong. Can't kill simulation. The environment fades and the heroes reemerge in Tachyon's laboratory in Freedom Tower. Unity looks apprehensive, and even Wraith seems uncomfortable. Mr. Chomps looks like he's about to cry. What happened? Will it work? Asks Setback nervously. Not yet. We're lacking some of the correct ingredients. I was able to base it on the PL602 we recovered from Spite, but on its own, it's too potent, especially for a child. We need something to neutralize the degenerative side effects. Expatriette looks irritated. In English? Legacy steps forward. If I may, Meredith? Tachyon is saying that in order for the medication to work successfully, we need to find some sort of toxin neutralizing agent to keep the medication from killing her. Setback slumps down into a supply crate, causing the top to cave in. Watch it! Shouts Unity from her workbench. Setback hastily gets to his feet and notices the return address on the shipping crate. Tempe, Arizona. Wait, Amanda, where did RevaCorp transfer Plague Rat to when they captured him? Expatriette looks up skeptically. I think it was their New Mexico facility, wasn't it? Setback is extremely excited now. Legacy, can you call that team from the Southwest? They have a doctor, right? Legacy gets to his feet and moves to a computer terminal. Son, I think you're on to something. The caption reads, Story continues in the Southwest Sentinels on sale later this month. The issue of the Southwest Sentinels picks up pretty much right where Freedom 5 left off. Dr. Medico closes a video conference with Freedom Tower and gathers his team. There's a little girl that needs our help. Tachyon has synthesized a treatment for her disease, but it requires a stabilization agent. The theory is that part of what RevaCorp uses to keep Plague Rat under control is able to do just that. If we can recover a sample, I can break it down into its raw components, and Tachyon can recreate it in the lab. Idealist looks up. Dad, we're not going to be able to break Plague Rat out of Fort Adamant and drag him out into the desert alone. We're going to need help. Mainstay leans against a doorway. Your kid's right, Nick. We're good, but we're not that good. With a blinding burst of light followed by a blast of flame fill the room. From it, Fanatic and Ra appear. Idealist looks startled, but relieved when she realizes that nothing has caught fire. We heard you could use a little bit of help with an overgrown rodent. Mainstay grins. Let's do this. The panel cuts to a team outside of Fort Adamant. Dr. Medico and Ra are shown behind a rock, hiding from the guards, guiding a muzzled and restrained plague rat through the main gates. What we need here is a precision strike. No fireballs, no holy wrath. Wraith will infiltrate the building and incapacitate the guards, allowing Fanatic to pick up the rat, and we'll all reconvene at a safe place where he can't hurt any innocents. The edges of the panel glow purple, and everyone turns around. A portal has opened behind them, and a shadowy figure in a cowboy hat says, "I got a better idea. Come with me." Game 3 tonight takes us to the final Wasteland. Where is it? There we go. And we see a new hero team of Fanatic, Ra, Chrono-Ranger, and of course, the Southwest Sentinels. The villain, in this case, is of course Plague Rat. As I said at the top of the stream, Cult of Gloom, we do try to win games, obviously, but, heroes do fall, and this is a particularly, I would call this a particularly miserable story, but our odds are pretty good on this one. Quite excited. So, basically, Chrono-Ranger blasts in, seizes Plague Rat, throws him through a portal, and they appear at the final Wasteland. Here we go. Fanatic is starting out the game with Chastise, Consecrated Ground, Embolden, and Zealous Offense. Ra is starting out with Flame Barrier, a Brace of Flesh of the Sun God, and an Inferno. Chrono-Ranger, Bounty Board, Eye on the Prize, Hunter and Hunted, and Just Doing My Job. And the Southwest Sentinels, Fling into Darkness, a Brace of Horrifying Dichotomy, and a Telekinetic Wallop. Let's see what Plague Rat brings to the table. Here's the Plague Locust, of course. There's an Infection. We will put that on one of the more resilient heroes, rather than putting it on the Southwest Sentinels. Seems irresponsible. Just enough. What do you know? Alrighty, here we go. So, per usual, the Plague Locust. Really we should get that out of here because it doesn't offer anything flavor wise. Oh, Jimmy the Cannon. You and my buddy Nightwing are not super happy with each other. Then that was actually my first good cosplay. Fanatic shouts at Ra, who immediately feels better about himself. I don't know. Okay, yep, there's the Infection. Really could use... Nightwing is my boy. I don't know how well you guys can see it behind... No, you can't really. That wall back there is actually just like all Nightwing posters. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Flesh of the Sun God to start. Thank you, Seamus Butler. Appreciate that. Nightwing is pretty amazing. I like that he lends a different perspective to the Batman thing. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Draw a card and play a card. What do we got? That's increased damage. Yep. Drawing cards is very good. We're going to go ahead and keep our eye on the prize. Okay. Sudden contract. Give me a contract. Alright, heroes. Hit that rat as hard as you can. Kill him bring him down by any means. Chrono-Ranger takes a quick shot at the Plague Locust. We'll start by eliminating that nest. See? Alright, telekinetic wallop. Horrifying dichotomy is also an option. That's pretty nice, actually. Ooh. I think telekinetic wallop can just... I mean, it's 5 damage exactly. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and telekinetic wallop. It's going to be idealist. Oh, yeah. Because... And then we will stop dealing damage. I think, Jay-Z, you mean Shmi C and Schmarvel. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yes, I completely agree. He conducts himself, even when he's Batman. Like, Dick he makes mistakes, he owns them, and, you know. Oh, I'm so glad the New Jersey Devil showed up. I know that's a stupid thing to say, but for flavor purposes, I'm really excited that showed up. Ow. Alright, there we go. Everything takes a bunch of damage. Yuck. Alright. Fanatic takes to the air and unleashes a holy nova, erupting with radiant light into the sky. The heroes all feel better. And she lashes out at Plague Rat, screaming all the while. Yes, we did. New Jersey is indeed part of the... No, I think that was the same episode, actually, where Tachyon decided that New Jersey was part of the realm of Discord. Alright, ooh, a solar flare. And it's radiant damage. We really need to get something to change that into fire damage so that we're immune to it. That would be nice. Cult of Gloom doesn't want New Jersey. Oh, different part of the... No, be nice to New Jersey. There are plenty of good people from New Jersey. And there's an awesome Six Flags park there. Just don't drink the water. Technomagist has a very good point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Well, hold on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Displaced Armory. Go through the deck. Go get the hat. Gotta go get the hat. Hat's important. And then we can play a card. Draw some cards. Choose for me. Everybody discard something. Everybody throw something away! If I can borrow those things. Yeah, I know. strictly speaking, I'm from New Hampshire. I should be doing the same. But I did have an awesome time when I was at Six Flags, and you just can't deny that. And we will go ahead and... Yeah, unfortunately. It's a good card, but I'll recur it if necessary. There we go. Alright, and a power. Chrono-Ranger takes aim with his pistol. I'll bring you down yet, ugly. Genetically required. That's a new one. Fun story, Cult of Gloom. I actually ran into Stephen King at a Red Sox game once. That was interesting. He is a cool guy. He is a cool guy. We'll go ahead and Horrifying Dichotomy here. Bringing all the damage to Plague Rat. I think we'll also heal up the Idealist. Keep her living. There are so many, like, horror and, like, creepy things that take place here in New England, and I love it. I do wish that I could... Oh, right. Doesn't matter. We're immune to fire damage. I wish I could show... Up there, that way, I have a brand new crate for my Arkham Horror Kit that I am very, very proud of. Alright. Well, another infection comes into play. So many. Oh yeah, that little backlashy thing. We like that. Yes, Leo, I apologize. For some reason, my video is always desynced from my audio. I don't know what's going on. It starts out fine, and then it just degrades over the course of the stream. So I do apologize for that. I've tried literally everything to fix that. Anyway. Yeah. So, here we go. Fanatic stabs the ground. Hard. Removing the infection from her. Oh, right. The infections trigger. Everybody takes damage. Whoops. Idealist falls to the ground. Yeah, blame Jeremy. Oddly enough, it happens during like when I'm just on Skype with people too. And it's a really kick butt webcam. Like it's the one that's touted as being the best of the best. And I don't have a clue why. It's probably just too much setback. Yeah, that's a reasonable assumption, I would say. Yep. He's not going to deal himself damage. That seems ridiculous. Alright. Raw is going to blow up with an Inferno. Yeah. We will go ahead and... blame Jeremy every now and again, so the universe falls apart. We're getting there, heroes. We can almost extract that serum. Yeah, play an additional card. Okay, cool. Thought so. That's an option. No bounty cards in the trash. What we really need... Don't so much need that. Hunter and Hunted seems good. And we'll go ahead and Terrible Tech Strike. Haunted Table, huh? That's unique. I quite like that. Well, if we don't remind Jeremy from time to time that he's better than a Haunted Chamber Pot, that is true. I can bring her back. There's a reason I'm saving Cling into Darkness, just for the record. Angered at the demise of their comrade, the Sentinels lash out at Plague Rat once again. Nick reaches out to his companion and gives him some health back. Oh good, another second chance, that's nice. The despair caused by a human chamber pot. Oh, this is an interesting discussion. What is that bug? The rat beast turns and lashes out at Plague Rat, detecting a similarity in genetic structure. All right. I don't care. We're gonna finish this guy off right here. I don't have an additional power to use, so I quite like the idea of Brutal Censure. There's a card. Alright, so this would kill him, but... Oh, wait a minute. Alright, let's finish her. Oh, right, because the things. Alright, Raw. Nope. Raw channels a fireball at the rat beast, causing him to fall over. And then sends a fireball. It sends a pillar of fire surrounding Plague Rat. Don't care. This is not what I signed up for. Sure, we'll draw cards. Why not? Hey, a couple of bounties. Non-character card target. Yep, that'll go there. This chat has gone places. I've said it before, Jay-Z. This is my favorite chat in all of Twitch, because you guys always go places that are strange. So believe it or not, I'm actually going to skip here, and there's a reason. There's a reason for this. I need the Southwest Sentinels to bring down the big bad here. And yes, I'm taking a risk. Okay, Mongolian Deathworm. Graw. What is that going to do? 2 targets other than itself with the highest. 6 damage. Okay, that's kind of rude, actually. Really? Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's fling. Alright, but this is a little bit of baloney here. Mainstay takes down, or Mainstay grapples with the New Jersey Devil. And gets himself locked in that fight. There you go. Hope this doesn't kill us. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. Ra goes down. Yep. So Wraith takes some damage here. There's that. Does not matter. I really just need to push through for 1 point of damage. Really not that big a deal. Ow. Turn the page. Thank you. No. As her ally falls, Fanatic shrieks as she lances toward Plague-Rat with righteous fury and brings him down to the ground. Dr. Medico seizes one final vial of green fluid from Plague-Rat's teeth and examines it quickly. This is it. Jim, get us out of here. Chrono-Ranger lowers his pistol and grins. You go. Cure the kid. We'll take care of cleanup. He opens a portal, and the Southwest Sentinels move through it, emerging in Nick and Caleb's living room. Mainstay, who has been wailing on a New Jersey Devil, stumbles as he swings at nothing and collides with a couch. Dr. Medico jumps on a computer and begins analyzing the strange fluid. For her sake, I really hope this works. So, that's our main story for tonight. Of course, I can't tell you one way or the other whether or not the young lady survives, because I don't know if I've mentioned... Setback mentioned it in his video about Cystinosis. There is currently no cure. So our heroes are actively working very, very hard to try their best to come up with one, but of course money is scarce. So donating is the best we can do. Like I said at the top of the stream, we are already over, I'm going to say $700, courtesy of the Cult of Gloom. Way to go, Cult of Gloom, donating an extra little bit for us. We really appreciate that. So let's bring in the backup story. Fanatic and Ra, of course, seem to have appeared by complete coincidence. However, in a one-shot, it was revealed what they were doing. Fanatic actually had a vested interest in the well-being of the small child with a debilitating disease, because the story is so closely mirrored to her own. When it was brought to her attention, she decided that she needed to seek vengeance for the small child. Not really knowing how to go about that until she was contacted by the Freedom 5, she just kind of started bashing down every target she could find until the opportunity presented itself to do a little bit more. So, here is what she and Ra were up to when they were sent to aid the Southwest Sentinels. Game 4 tonight brings in the villain Apostate, who was, I believe, the featured character on the letters page this week. It was a great, great show. Let me see what we got. Yes, okay, indeed it was. So it was Fanatic and Ra. No, it's Fanatic and Apostate, of course, nemesis. But we also have appearances from a couple that we don't normally see on Tales from the Archive. We've got Parse, and we've got Visionary. Neither of whom do I have a whole lot of experience playing, but we'll try it out. We're also going to be fighting at Silver Gulch. How they got there, who knows. it until it goes away. I love Fanatic. She's a great character. Okay. She's starting out with Aegis of Resurrection, Brutal Censor, Holy Nova, and Zealous Offense. Ra, starting out with Drawn to the Flame, Solar Flare, Staff of Ra, and Wrathful Gaze. Bunch of cards we didn't see last game, interestingly enough. Visionary, Cerebral Hemorrhage, Foresight, Mental Divergence, and Rest the Mind. Parse, with Gauge, Quick Calculation, Recompile, and Reveal the Flaws. Now, as it has been identified by Vaudeville Mario, nice name, a lot of deck control here. Yes, indeed there is. And I'm not good with deck control. I'm still, like, learning that strategy. So, we'll see what we do. Alright, there's Condemnation. Corrupted Effigy. Now, if I recall correctly, we need to destroy his relics as well as killing him, which, you know, that's interesting. Ooh, Runes of Malediction. Alright, so let's, I say we go ham. Brutal Censor is an option. That's quite nice. Not going to do that this turn, though. I'm going to see if I can amplify the damage a little bit first. Oh, all relics by 2? Alright, well, we'll hit him then. It is an annoying start. We can get it, though. I've had worse. Grumbles Raw to himself. Or to really nobody in particular. Yeah. Grumbles Raw to really nobody in particular. Raw's going to start out by gaining a staff. And going ham. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there, Jay-Z. I used to listen to, and if you listen to Adjacent Hex, which is my podcast, the format, we took it very much from the Limited Resources, which is a Magic the Gathering podcast. You know, I used to listen to that every week, and I don't play Magic enough, so it became irrelevant to my interests. I still love the show. Marshall's a great guy, but there you are. That's kind of interesting. I'm going to rest Condemnation's mind. That seems like fun. One player draws 2 and discards 2. Or discards 1. Sorry. Yep, let's do Fanatic. She's the star of this show here. Discard a card. Well, she's got 2 of these, and they're limited. Ah, yes. So, Cult of Gloom, if you like Welcome to Schmeich Schmail, check out Victoria Valentine, which is on the same podcast network as Adjacent Hex. It's produced by my partner in crime, Doug. Oh, that's true. Whatever. Because Marshall's voice is smooth butter. I'm sure he'll be interested to hear that, Jay-Z. Next time I run into him, I will be sure to mention that you said so. Sorry, I still don't actually know her cards very well. I've only played with her like 3 or 4 times. Real top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 on the bottom and 2 in hand. Alright, sure. Start out the deck manipulation right now. Well, I mean, having more of that seems quite good. Very bottom. There are 2 more villain ongoings in play. That's not going to be super relevant. Sorry. I mean, I can use her real name if you want, but I generally tend to, like, not do that. Is Reveal the Flaws that? I mean, yeah, Reveal the Flaws is very good. Alright. Unfortunately, that's not going to get through the DR, so we'll swing at him. Fun. An auto loss condition. Look at that. Should probably read that again. We have ways of destroying, environment cards, though. Oh, yeah, it is Apostate dealing damage. I should read cards. Alright, well, we know for the future. I think I've just cut myself off like 3 or 4 times, JZ. I apologize. Because I'm in that point where I'm just losing my train of thought right and left. Alright. Ooh. Oh, but relics. So I would get the Staff of Ra. It would get nothing from Visionary, nothing from Parse if I'm careful. But it doesn't... I mean, it just hits the Lost in the Past and Apocalypse. It's really not that great. I mean, it might be a consideration. No, there's nothing wrong with your username. It's just the way I pronounce it. Huh. Apocalypse. Oh, this is... Okay, so... I might as well just get rid of Apocalypse here. And unfortunately, just not going to be able to punch through for enough damage to, like, it doesn't, it's just really not doing anything, so. Yep. Yeah, but either way, it doesn't get rid of relics, so it either one doesn't help me. And having his out literally just means bad news bears for me. So I might as well just get rid of it, if I can. Yeah, and I think that was a reasonable option. There's no villain ongoings here. That's not super duper helpful. Let's see if I can get runes down. You know, I'm going to put Wrathful Gaze out, hoping that... Right, but that's exactly my point. That's why I didn't do... Yeah, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Psychic Maelstrom is an option, but it doesn't punch through the DR. That's actually really good. I don't know if it's this turn's play. Put one in your hand, one on the top of your deck, and one on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and Foresight. That seems quite good. Alright, so one in hand, one on top, one on bottom. So basically, effectively this is going to be 2 in hand, because I'm going to draw one. That seems very good if we're into deck manipulation. 2 from the villain trash, 1 on top, 1 on bottom. That one is not quite as good. The top 3 cards. Okay, yes, Precognition and Prophetic Vision are effectively coming into my hand. There we go. That seems quite good. Alright, now we will reveal the flaws. Because damage dealt by hero targets being irreducible seems really, really good. So actually, Cult of Gloom, that is how I had originally planned this this show to be, is basically just slamming random. Since you haven't seen Tales from the Archive yet, I've actually been talking about this the last couple of weeks. It actually takes me around 4 hours to... I call it doing research, but it's really just me writing the script for the script for the show. It really just works a lot better and allows me to organize my thoughts better. Oh gosh, Orb of Delirium too? Good lord. Alright, so Fanatic is hurtin'. End of Days doesn't take care of that stuff. Time Portal. If there are none in the environment trash. Okay, we need to get rid of Lost in the Past. It's driving me nuts. It's just one more thing to think about. Jimmy the Cannon is calling that the runes come back next turn. Probably. Hey, I love doing it. It's the writing part is actually quite a lot of fun. The improv, as you've seen, from my dialogue in game, it's not strong. I can do improv comedy, but I can't really do, trying to drive the stream, read your chats, play the game, and improvise lines is really hard. Now, with two notable exceptions, Guys and Legacy are both very, very easy to improv lines for. Setback is not difficult. Holy Nova. Each non-hero... Yeah. Fanatic takes to the sky and unleashes a Holy Nova encompassing the entire grounds. The heroes feel instantly motivated. Oh, thank you, Seamus. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, Orb's going to take these, so... Might as well swing directly at the orb while we can. Ah, there's Absolution. I was looking for that. Yeah, I actually just finished running a Sentinel Comics RPG game, and my improv skills for those characters got a lot better. Ra takes to the sky and unleashes a living conflagration, enveloping the orb of delirium in cleansing flame. I gotta say, I think that Parse's play was pretty timely. All right, let's see if we can get rid of some of those. Yeah. But environment, though. Reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck. One on top, one on bottom. This is not looking good. Wrathful Gaze, destroy the runes. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. Whoops. This is also an problem. So that's, But I can also just Psychic Maelstrom. Get rid of the runes that way. RPG random airdrops. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay. One player draws 2, then discards a card, or deck manipulate this deck. I'm going to go ahead and deck manip her own deck. Decoy projection is a thing. Demoralization seems quite good. Oh, good gosh. My Bruins are losing. Yeah, I of all the stuff that I saw of the RPG starter kit, I was really happy with the Argent Adept's new art. But everybody's new art looks fantastic. Yeah, actually, I'm going to keep Suggestion banging around. I'll also grab... Sorry, if you watched last week's Tales from the Archive, you know that I am a massive hockey fan. And when it comes in, I will definitely stream in my new Bruins jersey because I'm really excited about it. Alright, I need some way to get rid of... Either get rid of Tyler Hayes or get some... Ugh. Well, discard the top 2 cards. Okay, at the end of the environment turn. Yeah. Wait a minute. I need to read this carefully. At the start of the environment turn, put the top card of the environment trash on bottom. And then at the end, yeah, so we need to be able to deal 5 damage here. Uh-oh. I don't know if we can do this, guys. We may lose to Lost in the Past. I'm looking, hang on. Yeah, I think we did. I can rewind it. Only to Visionary's turn, though. Hang on. Let's give it a try. I'm just going to rewind to Visionary's turn. It's as far back as I can go, right? Yeah. And we'll see if I can... I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think we can do it. Yeah, I beefed this one up pretty bad, actually. Alright, well. That stinks. Actually, hold on. This might get us out of it. No, don't think it does. Ah. Okay, maybe it gets us out. Maybe we can get out of this. What did I just draw? All right. Oh, this one. When a non-hero target enters play, increase damage dealt to that target by 1. Okay. Watch me try to get out of a bad spot. Okay. So if I... Watch me cheat. Alright, we're gonna try it. Yes. Play, draw, or discard those cards. In any order. So we're going to try and play this. And then play... Aha! This might do it. This might get us out of it. Yeah, well, there you go. Like I said, I'm still learning Parse. That's why she hasn't been the star of anything yet. Yep. Saved by Raw. There we go. Now, I really need to do something about Lost in the Past here. Gaze him? What am I gazing? Did I? Oh, Wrathful Gaze. Okay. Yeah. Well. That's... Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, Explosives Wagon. That's another thing we can bin. Yeah, I agree, Cytosine. That is something that I wish came up more often. Oh, good. Okay. Was it Jimmy the Cannon that called that? Good gosh, guys. Alright, you know what? As much as... Oh, man, we got a lot of stuff in play now. I just want time... The Lost in the Past to go away. Bothering me. To heck with it. Oh yeah, I've definitely killed bosses with Sucker Punch. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. 1 damage. Alright, well, here we go. Stupid runes. Get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. I need to focus on that, don't I? Alright. Well. Yeah, it does. And it's not fun either. Hello, rewind button. I'm gonna do stuff that's more fun. Yep, kill wagon. End of days will destroy time portal. But, okay, Cult of Gloom. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Alright. So that'll get everything for 2. Gets it Exactsies. Turn it into Eldritch Power. Always. Boom, boom, boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Big bada boom. But it's more fun to blow up the explosives wagon. And remember, Fanatic and Ra are just dealing indiscriminate damage here in this bit of the story. Like they're just going nuts. They're not happy. They have no idea what they're doing. Get Gauntlet gone. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. If the Cult of Gloom shows up, they are definitely getting the whole Eldritch Power thing. It's 2 in the bin. Okay, we're still good here for a moment. What happened to Thingy? Was it gotten destroyed by something? All right. I like the idea of letting Parse draw cards, because that's good. You said recompile. Oh, whoops. I need to read cards. That's why recompile is so good. That's really nice, actually. Discard 1 card if you do play a card. It's nice, but... Oh, was it? Okay. Wow, that was just a really long turn then. Alright. So... Ah, that seems nice. Derp. We'll go ahead and do this. Every discard... Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel just like her cards are nuts. Nuts good. Yes, do that, says Jimmy the Cannon. Yes, I think that is... Reveal the top card of a deck, put it on the top or bottom, draw a card. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Top 3 cards of your deck, put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, and 2 on your hand. That's also really good. You know what? Just for the sake of learning, I'm gonna ditch this because I'm sick of looking at this thing. Okay, I'm glad I'm not completely off base there. By the way, can I just say I love this train art? So cool. Sustain the portal. At the end of the environment turn. Well. So many. Yeah, okay, cool. So she's really just dump cards that are, you know, less situationally relevant. When this card enters play, 1 part at the end of the environment turn, deal. We don't have a portal right now. Okay. Well, there you are. Okay. Environment is gone. Bye-bye, environment. There's less things to hit now. Oh, really? Alright, well, I think we can still get rid of that. Yep. Ow. Okay. What have we got here? A Sanctifying Strike is an option. Prayer is an option. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and start with Sanctifying Strike. And that's not going to cut through that. Oh, right, because, yeah, 1 damage. Alright, well, that's fine, though. He's still not quite low enough for me to worry about things. Fire damage. Get rid of the runes. Might be able to get rid of the artifacts here this turn, which would be nice. Gotta worry about that. Final Dive would be really, really nice, and that's why I was considering just drawing 6 cards and calling it. But in the interest of dropping the runes on Apostate's head, yeah, that's that's definitely a thing. No environments in play. That's not strictly relevant, so I guess we'll go ahead and Solar Flare. And go in for as much damage as we possibly can. He's only at 7, which is not great. Alright, there we go. The relics are really annoying. Unfortunately, I can't afford to take the damage here, which is a huge bummer. Yeah, that is for sure. I have done that strategy, Jimmy the Cannon, and I like it a lot. 1 on top. Ooh. All right, let's precognate. All right, so they're all demons. 1 on top, 2 on the bottom. We'll put the Imp Pilferer on the top. Yeah, it's fine. I'll get the other 2 out of here. 1 player destroys 2, draws 2, and then discards 1. Once again, we'll just go for Parse here. Ooh, that is a card. Critical multiplier. Whenever you discard a card from hand, select a hero target, increase the next damage dealt. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Well, I got 2 of them, though. Unfortunately. That's a really good card. Between the Lines. Yeah, Between the Lines is really awesome, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it, because why not? Raw deals a bunch of damage. Let's do another Pyre. Set up the Funeral Pyre. There's another one gone. Segmentation Fault will get rid of an ongoing card, so that's quite nice. Did I say Critical Multiplier was limited? Yes. No, I know it's not limited. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, this is a very John deck. Oh, that's not really what I meant there. That was more just like me talking out the top of my hat. I just not, whatever. Yes, I discarded 1, but things and stuff. Oh, I like that card a lot. I'm gonna go get rid of this because I don't see myself playing it immediately. So it's like, in my mind, it's about immediacy of play. Like, I just see other cards that I would rather play quicker. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, Cytosine, but I'm getting rid of Wrathful Gaze. Now, the Prayer of Desperation is going to happen here because I'm trying to find... Oh, she already has... Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was draw 6 cards and stop, and it's not. I'm an idiot. Backing up. That was dumb. That's an option. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's take the fall. I know this is going to be risky, but... Yeah. Yep, that's exactly it. Like I got mixed up with Scholar there. My apologies, chat. We're working now. Yep, Fanatic's probably going to crash and burn here, but we're going to try and bring him down beforehand. We have the means to do a fair amount of damage here. So we're going to go for it. We're going to con flag. Bye, Fanatic. Yep, we know that. That's a thing. Extrasensory awareness. Is that a Parse card? See, I don't... Oh, yeah. Here. For the top 3 of the villain deck, discard one of them, put the other 2 on top of the deck in any order. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's in the bin right now? Do we have things that are... Oh, wait a minute. Can I do this? Okay. Come with me on this journey. If I suggest that he puts Apocalypse in, do we just finish him off next turn? This is way too fun. I'm just doing it. One on top and one on the very bottom. Well, I don't want to see the runes back. So top is going to be Apocalypse. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Yep. Alright. And then once again, we'll allow Parse to draw cards because I want to see cards. Okay. What's this? That's great and all, but again, there's cooler cards that I want to see. So that extrasensory awareness, like reveal the top 3 cards of the villain deck, discard one of them, put the other 2 on top of the deck in any order. Well, we just rigged the villain deck, so I don't want to play that just yet. However, this card is a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and get this critical multiplier out, because fun. Nothing to destroy just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and... I'll take Jimmy's advice and do something damaging. Unless... Wait, do I have a card in hand that inherently does something damaging? I mean, I could use... Nah, I'm sticking with my guns here. And by guns, I mean bow and arrow. Because reasons. Yeah, exactly, like... Okay, Fanatic's at 4. She's probably gonna die here. But we're gonna try some stuff. New target is Fanatic. Yep. And there she goes. Okay. So... Yeah, I was thinking that. But, you know... There are other things that could happen. All right, so Fanatic has taken the fall. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can push through 11 damage here. There are 2 environment cards in play, which would be reasonable. There's 1 ongoing. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Scorched Earth for 6. And, yep. I mean, I guess everything takes that, right? See ya, Maddie. See ya, tree. Ra ignites flame all across the desert. And a final pyre burns at Apostate, who reels backward. Just in time to not... Oh, he'll die on Parse's turn. Okay. Sure. I don't really care. Shmame Shmon. And once again, we'll just... Okay, perfect. There we go. I legitimately do not care. He's dying here. And we'll just ramp up Parse. Parse taps into something and ramps up her own damage. She takes aim and lays out an impossible shot directly between Apostate's eyes, dropping him to the ground. Twang. All right, so thank you, chat, very much for helping me learn Parse. I do appreciate that. Yeah, this was a fun show. I really hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share our channel on social media and in person. Don't forget, it is the 3rd anniversary celebration, and be sure to hit up sentinelsdigital.com for more information on that. All sorts of discounts are running for another couple of days yet. Remember that $1 from each sale of a season pass is going to the Cystinosis Research Foundation. And feel free to donate on your own as well. The Cult of Gloom did during our stream, and we thank them very, very much. Every dollar counts, and together we'll find a cure for kids like my friend Charlotte. Check out cystinosisresearch.org for more information on that. You can follow Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Handelabra Games here on Twitch. If you want to see more content from me, including the Adjacent Hex podcast and the occasional sketch comedy video, facebook.com/Another Letdown is the place to be for that. If you have story submissions for me to tackle or just want to say hi, hit me up on Twitter. My name is @DENONCZD. I also have a Google form to submit stories. The URL is in the chat. I do live streams of other video games, primarily Gears of War, but we're talking about starting Cuphead, Cuphead, after my wedding in November. So look forward to that. My team's Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Another Letdown. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and as always, in good old-fashioned cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more informational at sentinelsdigital.com. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are the best chat on Twitch, hands down. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next Sunday.